Namaste. Welcome to our Yoga for Over 40s online classes. And today is our chair yoga class. It's about taking half an hour, or for those who can stay a bit longer, 3/4 of an hour out of your day just to come back inside. So I hope you're drinking water. I've got some water here. I like to have these bottles so I know how much water I'm drinking, and this bottle keeps the water warm, and especially at winter time it's really good to drink warm. In fact, all the time it's good to drink warm, otherwise room temperature, but never cold with ice in it. That's very shocking for the body. So today I've got some cardamom pods because cardamom is grounding, and that's good for my dosha, which is mainly vata and pitta. So cardamom pods, and I put the cardamom pods in the water, fill it up with boiling water, let it steep, and then put some cold water on top. So I'm going to have a little sip. We can get out of the habit of drinking water, and we need to retrain the body to keep drinking it. It keeps ourselves, have you ever put a dried fruit into a glass of water and see how it puffs up? Well, water will have the same effect on your skin and on your body. So drink it. Drink a few of these a day, at least 3 or 4. All right. My little, my water tip. Okay, we're sitting right on the edge of our chair. We've got our feet in front of us. Let's take my chair back a little bit. All right, so have a look there. Can you see, are your knees going over the midline of your feet? Let's just put our hands underneath our backside and just lean back. Come forward. Just get that sense of where sitting upright is for you. It's where you feel the greatest pressure on your hands. So then take your hands out and let's just sit straight. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to come into your body. Just come into your breathing. Come into your heart. So with your eyes closed, you can see the screen of your mind. Just let your mind completely unwind, clear itself from any thoughts. And the best way to do that is to focus on the sensations in the body. So where's the strongest sensation for you at the moment? If you're sitting on a wooden chair like me, it's my sit bones. But where is your strongest sensation? So come in, feel your body. We're coming back to our senses. So feel the structure of the body. Feel what's holding you up. Be aware of where the weight is. So lean a little bit over to the right. Too far over to the right. Now come over to the other direction. Now come back. Come forward, sitting upright. So stretching up through the top of your head as if someone's got a piece of string and they're pulling the top of your head up. Just relax your shoulders down, got your chin in, and just breathe. And become aware of where the weight is on your feet. Can you bring for me, just then I was noticing that my weight's going towards the outside, my little toes. So I want to bring the weight in, more onto my big toes, and that will activate the muscles inside of the knees. So just like a piece of elastic, if we're continually, you can just open up your eyes there. If you notice that you're leaning outwards like this, you'll find that one side, one muscle will become lengthened like a piece of elastic, and the other will become shortened. And then that becomes an alignment problem when you're walking, and it can create issues with your knees. And if you've got any extra weight on your body, the knees are like the suspension of the body, and it becomes tough, and we want to keep the fluid going. So let's just pick up our leg and let's do some circles. And just breathing. So close your eyes, really feel the sensations. That'll keep you out of your mind. And count. Do 6 rotations and then reverse the direction. And then flick your leg. Just flick it. So we're bringing the circulation, we're bringing the energy back into the leg. That will bring the fluids back in. It's the fluids that provide the cushioning. So let's do the other side. So 6 times in each direction. Don't lose your posture. Keep sitting upright on your sit bones. And then flick. Good. If you've been sitting there using a computer, try and be aware of where the screen is, where your hands are. Often with laptop computers, it's very difficult to get the ergonomics right, which will end up hurting the neck. Yeah? So let's start off with the neck. Take your chin down and take your head back. So you lengthen the spine. So I'll just do this on the side so you can see. Take my chin down. And it's like as if I'm taking my head back into my hands. My hair is growing. That's how long we've been in isolation for. You've got to turn it up. So chin down, head back. And then relax the shoulders. And relax. So sitting upright. Let's do it again. Chin down, head back. So you'll feel an activation from the middle of the back up to the neck. Be aware not to lose the equilibrium on your feet. And be aware of your breathing. Come into your breath. And let's just take one ear to the shoulder. And then inhale, come back. So let's just do it again. So chin down, head back, ear to the shoulder. You might feel something, feel the muscle down the side here. If you do, just take your breath there and relax it. The more you exhale and the more you relax, the deeper you go into the posture. And inhale, come up. So try it again. Chin down, head back. Take the opposite ear. Breathing. With each exhalation, let the body relax. Each exhalation, you go a little bit deeper. And then inhale, come up. So one more time. Chin down, head back. Ear to the shoulder. So notice I feel it down here. And with my mind, I'm able to soften that. And inhale, come up. So often what we do, if we feel pain, we contract around the pain, and that creates a blockage. So what we want to do is we want to exhale and breathe, open it up. So rather than contracting your muscles subconsciously, you just exhale and open. All right, let's do one more. So chin down, head back, turn and look at your shoulder, and then look down at your elbow and breathe. So long exhalations. If you're feeling it in the neck, just see if you can take the breath there. Exhale, soften. And then inhale, come up. So one more time to the same side. Chin down, head back, turn, look at your shoulder, and then look down at your elbow. And exhale through wherever you feel the greatest sensation, with the intention to relax. And then come back to the front. Very good. Let's do the other side. So chin down, head back, turning, look at your shoulder. Now look down at your elbow. As you exhale, soften from the tip of the ear to the shoulder. And then inhale. So one more time. Chin down, head back, turn, look at the shoulder, then look down at the elbow. With the exhale, relaxing. Be careful not to overarch in your lower back. Feel where your sit bones are placed on the chair. And relax from the top of your head right down your shoulders, all the way down your body. And then inhale, come up. Now just take your chin down. We're going to take your head back. And what you do is you take your head right back, open your mouth, and turn your nose 1 centimetre in one direction and 1 centimetre in the other. So we go, you can watch and then you can do it. And we stay there just for a few minutes, a few moments, a few breaths, maybe 3 breaths, yeah? So chin down, head back, and then take it right back, mouth open, turn. Come to the center, turn to the other side. Come to the center, lift your head. So do that one more time. So chin down, take your head back to get a straight line. Then take your head right back, open your mouth, turn your nose, relax. Come back to the center, to the other side, relax. Inhale, come to the center and lift your head up. Good. So if you do have any aches and pains in your body, like your neck or shoulders, doing these exercises on a regular basis will really help. So just because we do this class live once a week, but the video is there for you, you can continually watch it and perhaps do it another 2 or 3 times. That'd be great. Okay, so what I want you to do now is just have a look, have your ankle underneath your knee, and I want you to, on the inhale, we're going to inhale and stand up. Yeah? And then exhale, come back down. You've got to trust that the seat's there. It's not there. Okay, let's bring my chair in. Okay, so inhale, come up. Yeah, so we're using the muscles in our legs. And exhale, come down. Now just notice where, have your feet hip width apart, have your feet on the floor. All right, so, and have your knees over the midline of your foot. Let's try it again. So inhale, come up. And let's just exhale, come halfway down. Now have a look, if this is hurting your knees, just notice where your knees are placed. Breathing. Can you come down a little bit further? Then inhale, stand up. So we're feeling the thighs and the knees, they're actually doing a bit of work now. So just spread your toes, have your toes spread. All right, hands out the front. Inhale, stretch up through the top of your head, and then exhale, come down halfway. Can you go all the way down and sit on your chair? It's a simple exercise, yeah? Try it one more time. So lifting up, inhale, come up, using your legs rather than your hands. And then exhale, come halfway down, stretching through the top of your head. So looking down at the floor, so we don't take your head back. We want to block any energies there. And then come right down, sitting on the chair. And let's take a breath. Oh, I'm noticing there's some tension in my toes. Let's come up onto the toes. Coming up. Let's do some circles on your ball of the foot. So ideally you've got no shoes on, or you've got socks on. So I'm doing rotations, rotating around the ball of my feet. And then reversing. So the purpose of our yoga is to bring ourselves inside of our body, to be aware of these sensations. Let's just taking our legs wide, sitting right on the edge of the chair, and interlock your hands behind your back. Make sure that you're stable on the chair, and with the inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhaling, coming forward. And let's just keep breathing. Close your eyes, keep the breath going. Have an intention of making your exhalation longer than your inhale. And just place your hands on the floor and let your body relax. Just relax there. And then on the inhale, look up. So exhale, coming down. Inhale, come right up on your fingertips. So you're using your back and stomach muscles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Let's do that 4 more times. Relax your toes. Take your shoulders away from your ears, so stretch into the top of your head and exhale, lower. Inhaling, lifting. Take your shoulders back, stretch through the top of your head and exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, come up. Shoulders back, stretch through the top of your head and relax down. Good. Now take your hands over. So put your left hand on your right toes. Have your right hand by your right foot. Actually, we'll put your right hand on your right knee, and then you're going to come up on your fingertips. Look up. Look over your shoulder. That's an inhale. Exhale down. So inhale to extend. You can use the hand on your knee to push yourself up. Look up, look over your shoulder, and exhale lower. So if you're going to the right, you're exercising the left lung and the left side of the body. So inhaling, lifting, and exhale lower. And let's bring the hands back over. So put the right hand in front of the left toes, put your left hand on your knee, and then you're going to inhale, lift up, look over your shoulder, exhale lower. So we'll do it 3 times more. Inhale, lift, exhale lower. Good. So just bring your hands back in front, close your eyes, let the blood come to your head. So most of the day we're upright, and the heart, which is a pump, has to pump the blood up into the brain. And so what we're doing here is we're giving the heart a rest, and we're just letting the blood flow naturally into the brain, the oxygenated blood. So extend your exhalation. This will refresh your mind. Make you clearer. Now let's do some circles. So while your head is down, you can draw circles to release any tension that might be in your neck. So remember to keep breathing and count how many rotations you do. Before you reverse. I usually do about 6 of most things. So just releasing any energy that's got blocked up in your neck. So just as an acupuncture puts needles into our body, we do it with movement in yoga and with the breath. And then you can just take the weight into your feet and place your hands on your lower back. Grab onto your wrists. Now inhale, just come up halfway so you're activating your stomach muscles. Stretch through the top of your head. Breathing. And then inhale, come right up and raise your arms above your head. Stretch up. And now exhale over to one side. Stay there for a few breaths. Inhale, stretch through the top arm. And exhale, release. Inhale, stretch through the top arm. Exhale, release. Now coming up. And to your other side. Exhale. Stretch through your top arm. Exhale, release. Stretching. And inhale, come up. And exhale down. Good. So now, let's do something. If you've been at that computer or the phone or the iPad, there's a lot of energy going on here in the fingers, and we can suffer from energy blocks in the wrist or the elbow, and that will travel up to the neck. It will tighten the shoulders. It will then tighten down the lower back. So let's just start off with the fingers. First off, we'll put your thumbs inside, close, and just let's do some figure 8s. You haven't stopped breathing, have you? Keep breathing. And reverse. now do some circles. Are you creating any tension around your shoulders? Relax your shoulders, relax your buttocks, relax your knees, and now do circles the other way. Good. And now let's interlock your hands and just stretch them backwards. So inhale, stretch. Now exhale, come in. So inhaling, stretch. Exhale, come in. And again, inhale, stretch. And exhale, come in. Just place your hands in prayer posture. Bow your head. Good. Let's have your hands out straight. Cross the right hand over the top of the left. Interlock your fingers. And with an inhale, bring your hands through. And exhaling, stretch. Breathe. So just come in, feel what you're feeling. Yoga is much, much deeper than just the physical postures. But what we use is we use the sensations of the physical postures to bring us back to our senses and to come back to the body. And then release. In the body is the present moment. In the brain is in the future or in the past. So just doing the other side, stretching, feeling where you feel it. Now some of you, your hands might only be here and that's absolutely fine. What you need to do is with the exhale, just relax. Unlike what you do at the gym or in any other kind of exercise, with yoga, you relax to go deeper. So we have to go past the mental conditioning that's tightened up these muscles by consciously relaxing and letting the body go deeper. Let it go deeper. And breathe. And notice the thoughts that come up. Notice what's going on in your mind. Bring it back to the body. Feel the sensations in the body. So we let the thoughts in the mind just float away like clouds. So we'll do a little 2-minute break for those who have to finish at 30 minutes. So placing your chair, you've got a little pillow, have a pillow, and I hope you've been drinking water. I think I asked you that right at the beginning of the class, didn't I? Okay, all right, so you've got your lying down on your pillow if you've got something to cover you, if you feel cold. When we're cold, we tense up the muscles in the body. So it's really important not to let yourself get cold. So let's take the shoulders down from the ears, tuck your tailbone under. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Maybe you want to place the thumb and the first finger together and the thumb on the ring finger on the other hand. So that's called a mudra. So just coming into the body, let the body release. Relaxing from the top of your forehead to your eyebrows. Release down from your eyebrows to your jaw. Release from your jaw to your shoulders, around your chest, around your stomach. Relax your stomach. So all day long we're tensing up our body. Let's just consciously release it. Releasing the lower back, down to the knees, down to the feet. Completely release. And relax the muscles on the face. From the top of your forehead to your eyebrows, relax down. From your eyebrows to your jaw, relax down. Let your tongue rest. Let the body become soft. We want to be soft and vulnerable. That's where our strength is. Opposite to what you might think. Like the willow tree, we need to bend. Bend with life's changes. Relaxing, releasing, surrendering. And let's just run the thumbs across the fingertips and just wiggle your toes. We're going to roll over onto your right side and come up. And for those who are going off to work, namaste. Thank you for joining us. And do remember that all of these classes are inside the Facebook group for you to replay at a time when you can watch it perhaps for even longer, because we're going to do another 15 minutes now. And the focus now is going to be on the breathing. All right, so we'll keep using the chair. The breath. It's so important, isn't it? It's the first thing we do in life is take a breath. And when we die, it's the last thing we do. Exhale. So let's just sit up. Sit up so that you're upright on the chair. So sitting upright on your chair, alignment's very important. Having your feet underneath your knees over the midline of your toes. Sitting on your sit bones, you're sitting on the edge of the chair. Don't lean back. If we lean back, we compress the lungs. We make it difficult to breathe. We want to give ourselves the best opportunity to be able to breathe. So sitting upright, I want you to count the breaths. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6 or 8. Get that breathing ratio going, being aware of the pause. That's good. Now place your elbows in line with your shoulders, and on the inhale, open up your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then exhale, come back. So inhaling, lift, opening, squeeze, and exhale back. Inhale, opening, and exhale back. And again, 3 more times. So the inhale is the opening, the expansion, and the exhale is the close. And once more. So it might be good for you to do this in a mirror and just have a look. So I can see here that my elbows are not even. So stretch back. I want to have my elbows at equal height. It's really tricky here on the camera because it's mirrored. Oh, there you go. It's mirrored. So let's just leave them open. So try this in front of a mirror. You want to have your elbows in line. Hang on, I've got to go. Oh, there you go. Elbows in line with the shoulders. So let's just do an inhale and see if we can squeeze back a bit further. Open up and exhale, close. Oh dear, it's so mirrored. Inhale, opening, exhale, close. And release. So that work's been going on around the chest, around the upper back. So just roll your shoulders and make sure that there's no tension there. Rolling. So that exercise is particularly good because you're opening up the lungs, you're squeezing into the shoulder blades, you're giving the body the best opportunity to fill up with fresh oxygenated blood, and then exhale. And by coordinating the body movements with the breath, it's just really good for our mind. It becomes like a meditation of movement. So we'll do another one that's really good for the breathing. Place your left elbow on your left knee, your right hand down by your side, and just relax your head down. And then inhale, raise, look at your arm. And exhale, lower. So in yoga therapy, we do the same side. So we're going to do this for another 5 times. So inhale, raise, opening up the right side of the chest, and exhale, lowering. So we're exercising the intercostal muscles in the ribs, we're opening the lungs, exercising that right lung, and exhale down. 3 more. And relax. So just relax with both hands at your feet, or you can grab onto your elbows. So you just want to relax for a few moments. Let the breath be soft. And then we'll place the right elbow on the right knee, the right hand on the left knee, and just relaxing down. And so we'll do 6 on the other side, opening up the left side of the lung. So inhale and opening. And exhale, close. And relax. So it's inhale, open. And exhale, close. So 4 more. Remember to count the length of the inhale, being aware of a count of 1 for the pause. Make your exhalation longer than your inhalation. That means the downward coming back movement is slower. And then again, pausing. So that's 6. And now just rest. Grab onto your elbows. Just rest. Let your body have a beautiful facelift. Let the blood flow to the brain. Breathing. And whenever you've got your head down, if when you come up you feel dizzy, you can raise your arms. So let's do that. We'll inhale, raise our arms right up above your head. Stretch up. Then interlock your fingers and exhale over. And then inhale up and exhale over. Inhale up. Now the next thing I'm going to teach you is again around the breathing, and it's a beautiful relaxation breath that you can do when you go to bed at night or at any time really. So let's get onto the floor again. You can lie on the floor if you've got a pillow or a blanket. So just taking your legs up. Take your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay. So what I want you to do now is to inhale for a count of 4. Then there's a pause, and then exhale for a count of 4. So when you start your exhalation, you focus on the agni, which is about an inch or two below the navel, and you pull in the agni at the beginning of the exhalation, and this will stimulate your digestive system. So you're going to inhale, and with the inhalation, just place your hands above your chest and have your fingertips just touching. So as you inhale, if you can, you're getting the oxygen into the lungs and you'll feel the ribs open. And as you exhale, the fingers will come back together again. So inhaling, get a sense of the ribs opening, the intercostal muscles working. So inhale, open, and exhale, closing as the fingertips come together. So it's almost like with the inhale, you have to pull up the diaphragm to get the breath into the lungs, and the lungs are underneath the ribs. They're not down here in the belly, they're actually in the ribs. So we want to get the intercostal muscles to open and the ribs to expand with the inhale. So if you've got that sense there where you inhale and the breath comes into the ribs, and with the exhale, you pull in the agni just below the navel. Then you release the agni, and then you bring the breath up into the ribs again. So we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to, so inhale for 4, exhale for 4, and we'll do that 4 times. Then you'll do inhale for 4, exhale for 6, 4 times, and then inhale for 4 and exhale for 8, 4 times. So you ready? Got your fingers here on just above your chest if that's comfortable. You've got your fingertips touching. So as you inhale, the fingertips should come apart. 4, and then as you exhale, 2, 3, 4, fingertips come together. So 3 more. And exhaling, 2, 3, 4. If it's too difficult with your hands here, just put them by your sides. Good, so just put your hands down by your sides. Now this time you're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 6, 4 times. So inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6, pulling in the agni. It's just about an inch and a half below the navel. At the end of the exhale, release the breath. Then let the inhale come. Get the breath into the lungs. Feel the ribs expand. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. And we just do that 4 times. And then we increase the exhalation, so inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8. Pulling in the agni, which is just below the navel at the beginning of the exhale. At the end of the exhale, release the agni, soften the stomach, and then with the inhale, get the breath into the lungs. Feel the intercostal muscles move as the ribs expand, as the lungs fill up with oxygen And exhaling. So this beautiful breathing ratio, our breath breathes for us all the time and we just take it for granted. And today we're paying it some respect. So inhaling for 4, exhaling for 8. And you do that for 4 times. And this is something that you can do when you go to bed at night. At any time really, you can just do this beautiful breathing and consciously extend that exhalation. Good. So now let's just run the thumbs across the fingertips and just wiggle your toes, and we'll bring your feet, we'll roll over onto the right side and coming up. Thank you for joining me for our little breathing exercise that we just did then. I hope you remember to do that. You can do that at any time, even if you're on a long drive somewhere. Just focus on that breath. It's very calming. So with the exhalation is the surrender, is the letting go. And we really are in a culture that we're constantly being bombarded all the time and we're so full. We can use yoga to give us the opportunity to surrender and release and let go and just trust. Trust the emptiness of the moment. It's in that emptiness that our intuition, our wisdom, our creativity, all of those beautiful qualities can blossom. So thank you for joining me. And let's inhale, let's do a closing mudra. So with your hands at Anjali Mudra, let's inhale, stretch up. Take your hands behind your back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. And place your hands at your forehead with your mind, at your mouth with your speech, at your heart with your body. May you honor your inner wisdom.